Okay, this is a video about how to solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. And this happens to be number 19 off the final exam review. So step number 1 is to move C to the right hand side. So the C that I'm referring to is this C when it's in standard form. So that's 2 in this case. So we're going to write x squared minus 6x is equal to negative 2. And then when you complete the square, to create a perfect square trinomial, you have to add a certain thing to both sides. So what we're going to add is b over 2 quantity squared. So the b is what you find in this position. But that is only if a is equal to 1. So if a is not equal to 1, the next step is to divide both sides by a. But in this case, right here, we see that a is equal to 1. So we are ready to add our special thing. So b in this case is negative 6. So we're going to add negative 6 divided by 2 squared to both sides, which is really negative 3 squared, which is also 9. On this side of the equation, I like to leave it as negative 3 squared. And on this side, I'm going to go ahead and square it and write a 9. Because I like to leave it on this side, on the left-hand side, because this always factors into a perfect square trinomial, and so you can just look at it and take the square root of the first term, which is x, and then whatever you see in these parentheses right here, which happens to be minus 3. So if you were to multiply out x minus 3 squared, you would get x squared minus 6x plus 9. And if you're ever in doubt, just check it out for yourself by multiplying that together. Negative 2 plus 9 is 7. And now we have something squared equals to something, and we can finish this off by simply taking the square root of both sides. So we take the square root of the left side, we get x minus 3, because this square root and this squared cancel. This is equal to plus or minus the square root of this side. So x is going to be equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 7, and those are your two answers.